This just in, I really need to take a cruise. That and all the rest of this week's cruise news that you can use are coming up on the Cruise News Week in Review. Welcome to the Cruise World's Cruise News Week in Review. I'm Mark. It was another busy week, so let's dive right in. Now, I don't know if you've heard, but Carnival Corporation found themselves in a bit of hot water last week. Just as the cruise lines are working on protocols to safely resume cruising, and the CDC and CLIA bans are nearing their end, a U.S. District Court judge for the Southern District of Florida said, "Not so fast, Carnival." That's right, the Honorable Patricia Seitz stated that she would issue an order requiring the company to comply with their probation obligations 60 days before their ships could re-enter U.S. waters. Carnival Corporation is a little over halfway through their 5-year probation, stemming from a 2016 criminal case involving the Princess Cruise brand. Judge Seitz said the order would require each ship to carry certification from CEO Arnold Donald regarding its environmental compliance status before the 60-day period begins. Here's what the judge herself had to say. Quote, "Do I want to get down and look at every single nut and bolt? No, but the items I have listed are areas that need to be addressed because they go to the heart of the repetitive issues that this company has had that has led to the compliance issues." End quote. After a long weekend and some back and forth, the good judge released an order on Wednesday lowering that certification requirement to 30 days prior to resumption of service. Now, Carnival Corporation is going to do what they need to do, and hopefully they can get the Carnival, Princess, and Holland America brands sailing in December. As you know, Carnival brands AIDA and Costa are already sailing in Europe. In other Carnival news, the company played the hero role last weekend. As the Carnival sensation was hanging out in international waters off the Florida coast, the Skeleton Crew spotted a 36-foot boat that appeared to be in distress and was crammed with people. The sensation positioned itself next to the boat, and the crew provided the people on board with supplies and life jackets before quickly realizing that the boat was taking on water. The 22 adults and 2 junior cruisers were coming from the Bahamas. A Coast Guard spokesperson says it is unclear where the boat was headed or what caused it to sink. Well, I can clear something up. It was likely headed to the U.S. Now, like I said at the start of this video, I really miss cruising, but I am not sure I'm going to go to those extremes just to get on board the sensation. The Panorama? Maybe. Now, this actually isn't the first Carnival ship to do a good deed this year. In July, the Carnival Legend responded to a call for help off the coast of the Bahamas and gave some boaters enough fuel to make their way all the way back to Florida. If you're still looking to do your good deed for the day, I've got just the thing for you. Hit that subscribe button with the notification bell on, and you'll not only help the channel out, but you will get notified when we post new videos. See? It's a win-win, and it's absolutely free. Go ahead, click it. We'll be right back.
Money line, I'ma run it every time. Give me mine, going up, need no decline. Money line,
Good news on Wall Street this week for the top cruise stocks, with the big three all finishing up from their starting points on Monday, October 19th. Carnival Corporation and PLC gained 7.77%. The Royal Caribbean Group is up 7.95%. And this week's big winner was Norwegian Cruise Line Holdings Ltd., up an impressive 11.81% for the week. Good news all around. If you're a fan of Royal Caribbean, and who's not, right? The company is offering double Crown and Anchor points on its 2021 cruises. But of course, there's a catch. If you're already booked like me, you're only going to get the regular amount. But if you were considering booking a cruise on RCL for next year, now might just be the time. The 2 times points offer is valid on new bookings made between October 19th and December 31st for all sailings departing January 1st to December 31st of 2021. Now, I know that there are a lot of Royal Loyals out there, and if you've ever sailed with Royal Caribbean before, you are a member of the Crown and Anchor Society, so go get your double points. Earlier this week, Royal Caribbean filed a trademark application for what they are calling the Tracelet. It doesn't take a genius to figure out that this is essentially a tracking device in the form of a bracelet. It appears to be made of rubber or silicone, and it's the very same material that they used in the WOW bands that the cruise line released in 2014. Now, MSC and Princess already have similar technology that they've adapted to allow for contact tracing, and I think this is just another step towards the new normal that we're going to have to expect when we're cruising. And Royal Caribbean also announced changes to their 2021-22 winter schedules for Australia, New Zealand, the Bahamas, and the Caribbean. Guests with confirmed bookings between October 21 and March of 22, whose cruises were affected by these changes, will be notified directly. I'm also going to put a link to them down in the description below if you want to check those out. Celebrity Cruises' newest ship, the Apex, arrived at its home port of Fort Lauderdale on Monday. The Apex was originally scheduled to be christened on March 30th in Southampton, England, but that was obviously postponed due to the pandemic. As the Edge-class ship made her way across the Atlantic, she was greeted by 5 of her fleet mates for a little dance. The Apex has many of the same features as the Celebrity Edge, including the magic carpet lounge that glides up and down the ship's exterior side. The ship is expected to operate 7-night Caribbean sailings and could start up as soon as December. Now, we all heard about the family that was denied boarding by MSC when they failed to follow new protocols and excursion rules a couple months back. But apparently, a passenger on the Aida Blue this week either didn't get the memo or thought that the Carnival Corporation would be a little more lenient. He was wrong. He decided to leave his travel group during a shore excursion in Catania, Italy on Tuesday, and the cruise line denied him re-entry onto the ship. An AIDA spokesperson said, "All guests are made aware of this protocol before the cruise and again before their shore excursion starts." AIDA was kind enough to help the passenger find a flight home, but his vacation was kaput. It seems pretty simple to me, guys. If you want to cruise, you follow the rules. These cruise lines have way too much to lose to let things like this slide. Now, I know cases of COVID are starting to spike again over in Europe and now here again in the US as well. But cruise lines are making it work across the pond and are determined to do so in the US very soon. Are you ready to hop on board? Or are you going to hold off and see how this whole thing plays out? Throw your comments down below and let's get that conversation started. Hit the like button, subscribe, and I will see you next week. But until then, why not check out some of these videos?